Howdy, welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, Hamilton is suffering through a heat wave. So I came down to Windermere Basin where there's quite a bit of trees. Hopefully we can get at least a little bit of a reprieve from the heat and find some beautiful nature photography. And of course, put the drone up after so you guys can get a little bit of a look around the area. But I already see my first shot, starting with the 3 trees you see right over here. So I'm gonna get my tripod out and everything, and we'll see how it looks. Now, I'm not sure if the bird feeders add or just subtract from the image. All right, so I'm gonna try to get the 3 trees to be in a perfect triangle. The tree, the lower one, is sort of cutting off a little bit of it. So I'm going to have to play with the composition. I'm going to look at a 16:9 and then a 1:1 crop just to see how it looks. Now I'm definitely going to get my drone out after it and get an aerial view of this area so you guys can actually see how this looks. We just definitely need to wait for there to be a little bit more light. Plus, I also get eaten alive by bugs. So I'm going to focus on the furthest away tree, get my focus right. So out of the 3 trees, I'm focusing on the furthest one back, just almost at the top of the tree. So I have the composition set the way I like. Well, I have the composition framed the way I think it looks interesting, where you get at least a portion of the 3 trees. I would have to go a lot further back and do a little bit of trail hiking right now, which I don't feel like doing. Just the grass looks nasty, although I do like the purple. I'm gonna have to look at that after. We're gonna see if we can frame up some of that. Good. I'm just double checking the focus, making sure the trees are actually sharp. You always wanna double check before you move and then ruin the composition. Now there's some flowers here on the ground. They have a little bit of a purple, a bit of a whitish hue. I'm gonna try to angle the camera down, not 100% looking down, but at least on about I wanna say about a 40 or 60 degree angle. Just enough to cut out all the bright highlights and only focus on this area. The purple over there is much nicer though, I do admit. Okay. So the purple over here is very attractive. It kind of drew my attention to it right away. Now just hunting around for a composition. Now, with not needing as much depth of field, I can actually go back down to f11. And then about a 1/6 of a second again, perfect. Now this one looks a little bit interesting. Now I have to decide whether or not I want to do it from a top-down angle, or if I'm going to do this in 2 different photos. You'll see both of them in it. We're going to start from a higher up top-down view. Actually, we'll increase this a little bit more too. Then we're going to bring the tripod back down. Okay, so we're going to level off the tripod again. And I'm going to bring down the base. All right, so for this photograph, what I'm looking at, we have a pink set of flowers set in front of the white set of flowers. Now the pink flowers are a little bit lower. So by lowering my camera, I'm getting both of them perfectly in frame. Now, the thing though that is a bit of the problem is they're pretty far apart. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to focus stack this photograph. So I'm gonna focus on the pink flowers in the foreground, take a picture, make sure I don't change any of the settings, don't move anything to the camera. I then focus on the background photograph. Focus on the white flowers, make sure everything hasn't moved, nothing's changed, then take that photograph, same settings. And then in Lightroom later on, we merge the two photographs together and you get the best of both worlds. The focus on the pink flower and the focus on the white flower. All right, so I'm focusing in on my camera for you guys so you can see this. As I was showing you, we focused first on the pink flowers over here. I had to turn autofocus back on so I can show you guys this. So we had to focus on the pink. We focused on the pink flowers first, as I was showing you. We did the first photograph focusing on them. And then, as you can see, the focus shifts. The front flowers are slightly out of focus, but the white flowers are perfectly in focus. And later on in Lightroom, we're going to merge the two of them. So both flowers will be in focus, hopefully. And of course, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section below how the photograph looks. I'll throw it in now. All right, so the sunlight has started to pop off in the sky right now. It's starting to really lift up the scene right now. And one of the three trees is starting to just get a splash of light put across it. As I'll show you guys in the video right now, I'm gonna set the tripod up again and see if we can get a picture of these three again. As I stated earlier, when more light gets on the scene, it really does change the compositions. It looks a lot more like soft and ethereal now. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is realign the camera. We do wanna make sure that we collect all of the subjects that we want in there. I decided we're gonna do a vertical one instead of horizontal. And we're only gonna focus on the one tree. Well, that was a waste of a shot. All right, so we went to a 1x1 crop this time, and we focused on the main tree that has the most lush life. Might as well try to minimize and just make it a little bit simpler on the composition. We changed the composition a little bit. We went for a vertical shot of the main tree in front of us, as well as that small little bush beside it. The sun is really starting to come up now. I'm gonna have to work fast, it's starting to get really hot. So we framed up the shot a little bit differently now. We go about 16:9. I think this one looks better. So we're gonna go with the 16:9. Framing up that tree right there. Going all the way from the top where the sunlight has just started to bathe the top of it. Halfway down where it's still in shadow, which is perfect for the contrast between light and dark. Oh, we have a bunch of birds starting to come through now too. All right, so 1/20th of a second, f16, ISO 100. I'm gonna put away everything now, head back home. Sunlight is really getting hot now. It's starting to become untenable. Today was a really great day of photography. That first shot I was looking at and that last one, I kind of knew once the light got on it a bit more, it would be a much, much nicer composition. Well, as much as you don't even think about it, you are painting with light. I saw this when I was walking up. So there's unsafe soft sediment on the bottom of pond. This is the pond they were talking about. I'll also show it in the drone footage that you guys will see as well in the video. Thanks for stopping by the channel today, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the photographs and give us a like. Catch you guys again next week.